All right. So I am gonna be showing you some new stuff I got for school this year, and yeah, I'm using my gaming headset. Don't ask why though. I my other actually hold on. My other headphones that I normally would use is actually freezing cold because I was just outside with them. And sometimes when if I wear them in the cold, it doesn't always agree with them, and then it be ice freezing cold. So, yeah. One thing you gotta learn about Beats headphones, they don't like the cold very much outside. Anyways, so the one thing I was gonna show you guys though is, I got butterbeer drink from Harry Potter, and it is, from a candy store that I found in Edmonton when I was at a conference. And the reason why I'm telling you about this, because you guys probably don't know, because I actually haven't told very many people about that. I only told most of my pod people. That's from my girls' side of the thing. But the people that don't live on campus anymore and that are kind of off res, they probably don't know. So that's why I'm doing this. Anyways, so yeah, I caught what they call uh, being able to sponsor as like an advocate for a company that actually is for Ambrose. They're called Alberta Inclusions, though, and they let me be at a conference in Edmonton. And one thing led to another. I got basically the hotel had food, which was free. Like, I'm not kidding. I didn't have to pay for it. The Alberta Inclusions had all of that covered. So we got the food delivered to us, breakfast, lunch, all in the room basically. And then, I don't know. When it came to supper, I guess we kind of had to be on our own for that because it was, the conference would normally end at 4-ish, around there. But we normally start at 8 and it goes until 4. So it's a long hours to be in the conference room. I got to see the side of what teachers actually go through for, I guess, conferences because I've never done it. This is my first ever conference that I got to be part of, let alone being in a hotel I've never heard of because I'm used to like going to West Hampton Mall Hotel, not the one that I was at. So it's called Nova. Nova Chateau Nova. I got to say the right name to give them don't the thing. So I'm giving full analysis. I'm not taking all the credit. This is their hotel type of thing. I say that, but I do have some insights of what I've seen type of thing. The steam room that I thought that hotel was gonna have of like a pool because most of the Edmonton's like humongous type of thing. Unfortunately, they didn't have a pool, but they did have a fitness room, so I could use my card, same as what I have to use for my actual. I don't know. I'll show you. This exact same card that we have to use for the room is for the fitness room. So I got the whole fitness room to myself. Nobody was in there, luckily. And if I had to run into people that were random, I didn't know what I would do. I didn't know what I would say. I would just put my headphones on probably and just listen to music and do my own thing. But since I don't know Edmonton very well and I don't know what to expect for those people that live in Edmonton because I don't live there, I don't really have a clue what I was supposed to do. So if there was somebody in there, I was not in there. If there was somebody in there, I guarantee that I wasn't. just for safety wise, I don't know, type of thing. And so, yeah, I'm just that type of person who's like, I don't like dealing with people that I don't really know, and I don't want to know them because I don't live in Edmonton anyways. Uh, so yeah, the conference was about inclusions and like covering for them, yes, to let people know and be aware that basically they cover for people who basically um, special needs kids. Actually, that's what they do. They cover for special needs kids so that they can do tests in classes. And when I was in my other schools for the public domain, they never once indulged me on that or actually let me actually do that. I was put aside and hidden from people. And we were considered as resource kids. Originally, that was what we were considered as. So being here and out of that system and not having me called that anymore is wonderful, actually. It's very wonderful because I don't have to go through so many years hearing that every day, all day type of thing. Because I would have heard that 24/7 back then when I was younger. I literally would have heard that from when I was 5, 6, 7, 8, up to basically 16, around that era. Yeah. So I would have heard so many people called me that back then. And most people considered me as a brick wall. Like I was nobody. That's literally what most people consider me as, though. Little Miss Nobody. I was considered that. And so they're like, well, in order for you to be in a resource, you got to be dumb or stupid or something like that is what they would call me. So, or tell me these days, or the back in those days. So yeah, I took it with a grain of salt. Because yeah, I was like kindergarten to grade 4, because that's how we're doing it. Is we have like schools scattered, or not like as big as Calgary is type of thing. So, but now we are kind of gradually growing to Calgary, and Calgary are growing to they basically in the backside of like, I don't know, the countryside. If you see all those houses, yeah, those are not ours. It's Calgary's. So those mansions that are back there, they're not even considered Airdries, even though that they're in the countryside of Airdrie. They're considered Rocky View Division of Calgary for some odd reason when it's right beside Airdrie. So I don't know why they do that, but yeah, that's really what it is. But so yes, I'm drinking my dollar beer because I just opened it. I had a handy dandy Airdrie Pro Rodeo bottle cap that I got from when I was at the rodeo for free. They ran in them out, so I got that. Luckily, I did because this is handy. Anyways, yeah. So I got something new off of that thing, but I did notice they had a steam room in the hotel, and there was not just me there. It was like 15 worth of kids that had disabilities in there. 15 with young adults like me, or roughly around my age. There was some other little kids that are lower than me, like they were like 6, 7, and up type of thing, around that area. In a separate room though. They had them in a separate room. So when I had my conference area, they had all the tiny little kids in the other room. Off limits. Again, off limits. You barely could see them. They closed both of the doors of the rooms that you can even see the kids in there, but you can hear them from the conference room that I was in. I can hear them all like throwing around balls and that stuff, and hear them giggling and laughing and that stuff, but you barely could see them at all. Like when I saw that, I literally automatically went back to the system I was in for the resource room. I literally, as soon as I saw that, I was like, That's exactly how the resourcing people did to me. They put me like literally off to the side, like those kids were when I was in the conference, like the exact same thing. I was like, are you kidding me right now? I thought we were done with doing this type of stuff. Like, honestly. And then to see the little kids that are 5 year olds or 6 year olds or 7 year olds be in another room without their parents even in there, and other people have to look after them that are not even in their, they're not even their own parents that are in there, and there's random people that are looking after them. Like, this is strange to see that at a conference. I don't think I've ever seen teacher conferences like that before, but I don't know. I'm not a teacher, so if that's actually how it goes, I'm like, dude, you're making it look like a flipping resource room of being off, isolated, and no one can see you, but they can hear you. Like, it's bad enough it is because I went through that from when I was kindergarten to grade 4. Then middle school, like I had to go to a separate school. That's how Airdrie was back when I was younger. Now I think it's a little bit different because they have more schools than when I was there when I was little. But when I was little, they only had 3 schools in there that was part of the Rocket Division. So they had to, and I was a public schools. So they had literally, um, RG Hockey was one. Okay. RG Hockey was one. And so they had K to grade 4. That's the span that they had. It was K to grade 4. Okay. So middle school, we had to go to a different school entirely, which is called Meadowbrook in that domain for the middle school. So I don't know. Um, it was kind of funny because RG Hockey had a hound, like literally a hound as their mascot that looked like the actual bloodhound of a dog. Yeah, that was their mascot for RG Hockey for K24, grade 4 for that one. And then the other one was on top of that was a bulldog. And now I'm not talking about like a mascot suit. They actually had a real dog come into our classrooms just to show us that we had a bulldog for the school. It was so funny. I've never seen any schools actually have a physical animal for their actual mascot in their schools. It was so cool. That was like the one iceberg that made my day when I was in that school. Other than being, well, in the resource room and that Rocky View division and the public domain and of, I don't know, being isolated, not being taught to, like, nobody would talk to me. Nobody would invite me to anything. Like, I was always like in one specific room for language arts, social studies, science, math. All those main subjects were all in one stupid room. Okay. And the other ones like drama or like art or something like that were all in different classes. So I would be able to be outside of that, but I would always have to go back right into the resource afterwards, right after it, like instantly, like a snap, with a snap, instantly back into the other room. Like that's how that system was on that district. Okay, at least for the public system. Now for this one, because I had to switch schools because of the bullying and because it was too much for me. I I was just done with those schools. I was just done. I It was so much that I didn't even want to be in those schools anymore. That's how bad it was for me, at least. And my mom literally had to fight the school board themselves, like the Rocket View Division board, so many times for me and my sister to get like better education for one and be actually included into actual like athletic teams or like doing tests or something like that because we never was put into teams. Like we never did basketball, we never did volleyball, we never did tennis, we didn't ever did any of those things because they excluded us from all those stupid those sports from all those schools. Every single one of them. High school, middle school, elementary school. Not gonna. So with all those schools doing that with us, it was like, yeah, it was a gone show, especially for my mom. She had to go back to back with the board, and she fought her butt off. I'm not kidding. I'm not referencing to the other one because I know that's a bad word. I'm referencing to the other one, so it's not gonna be a slang in here, okay? Not a slang. Not doing that. Nothing like a butterbeer. If every school would have this type of stuff in their school system, dude, I'd be all over this. Literally, it makes my day. It makes my day. It just makes my better a lot better. And actually, it makes it more funner because it makes me feel like I'm back at Hogwarts, like the actual castle. Like it makes me feel like I'm in the castle. Although I've never been to it, but I've seen lots of videos from watching the YouTube videos of people going through the theme parks for it, and I don't know, the actual rides for things and stuff. I just watch videos. I've never actually been on them, but hopefully one day I could because those are pretty cool stuff. Like I've seen so many videos. I'm talking like I've watched years and years of worth of like videos of like different things from Harry Potter. Like I really want to go there now since I've watched them so many times. But yeah, so does that. Oh, as well. Okay, I went off of the conference and went to. Okay, okay, my brain is not really thinking very straight, and hence why actually I said resource room. I actually did have ADHD, but none of those school districts were gonna actually test me to figure out if I was. I literally had to wait until I was in university before I was actually tested into that system. That's how bad it was. That's how bad it was. I literally was my first year in university that they tested me, and they're like, "Yeah, you have ADHD." I was like, "Dude, why didn't you guys test me in the other schools, huh? Like middle school, high school, elementary school? What's up with that, huh? Like seriously, I would have probably had it all through those schools and made those teachers bonkers because of me not thinking straight. And literally, I would hear one thing, and one thing would not fully go up on my brain, type of thing, and be shooting. I would say the right, like I would say the good sentence in my head, but then as soon as it would come out verbally, it would be like, like it really would be like not making any sense at all. And that's what ADHD is. Like you half the time don't even know what your heck you're saying half the time. And then you have to slow down your process of your thinking to be actually, oh, go back to what you said and be like, did I say something wrong to those people? Did I say something wrong to those teachers? Did I say, like, it's that type of thing you have to go back and do all the time. And I had to get used to that system because it was brand new. Like, I'm still brand new to the system. Like, I'm brand new still. I have to take pills every day so that my brain can function, okay? And so I can focus in class. The reason why I take my pills at 9 is so that it bees in my system for longer periods. Because when I have 3 classes in one day, yeah, I need it in my system for all those classes. Okay. And then so there's that, and it's like Bifin, so it's like, but there's different like platforms for the pills. I think Channing Tatum, I actually watched for a video that I saw him say, and I'm not kidding. He literally said this. I watched the video the whole entire time, and then I rewatched it to see if he actually was saying the right or the correct thing, just to see if I heard the wrong thing, type of thing. I tend to do that. If I watched one whole video and I'm like, wait, that doesn't add up. And then so I tend to rewatch the whole video just to see if they actually said the right stuff of what they were saying before. Sometimes I tend to do that. Just be like, wait a second. Are they actually saying the right stuff that they're just saying right now? Or are they randomly just saying it because of their being videotaped? Like, I got so confused about that. So I rewatched it again. And yeah, Channing Tatum actually said he was showing those pills that I'm taking out right now, actually. And he said they didn't work for him. But that depends on the person, on who they are, is what he said. So you can take them if you want to in order for it to work, or you don't have to, was his opinion in that video. So apparently he was categorized as ADHD. Yeah, Channing Tatum himself, the actor, is he ADHD? Which is a fun fact, I didn't even know until I watched that video. It had like 15 worth of people in one video showing their reasons on why they are and who they are and all that kind of stuff. Like Adam Levine, the main singer from Maroon 5, even has ADHD, and he's had it since he was 5 years old. And the doctors were literally what he said, and the video was saying, "Oh yeah, you should be able to outgrow that." How are you supposed to outgrow that? It's already in your DNA, literally already in your DNA. ADHD is already in your DNA. Why do you think you have a mother and father? For a reason. If you get one of the gene from them in order for you to have ADHD, okay? For any of us to have disabilities, it's literally a gene that gets given down to passed down to you, okay? It's never like an incident or like an accident. Like most people tend to think, I don't know, disabilities are accidents for when you're born with it type of thing. It just, you're born with it. You're either born with it or without. Just either way. That's all I can say with that one. Okay? Anyways, so moving on. Howie Mandel. You know Howie Mandel, right? He can't touch anything, right? That type of thing, right? So you can't touch anything, right? That's one of them, right? This is phobia thing. But the other one that he also has is ADHD too. So he has the he can't touch anything phobia thing plus ADHD on top of that. How does he get by? Like seriously, he already has the toe touching thing, yet he has ADHD on top of that. Like you already can't touch nothing. So how is ADHD helping you? Like that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like how is he able to cope through life with those two things in his system? Like that's a little craziness to me. But yeah, also him was on that video. And Justin Timberlake. I did not even know this, okay? I did not even know this. Justin Timberlake himself also has ADHD too, which I had no fucking clue until I watched the video as well. And his opinion was that, you know, for like longest time, when I was in school, I did actually would try to say the words in my head, but then they wouldn't come out properly by saying them. And exactly what exactly I just said, really, the whole sentence is what he said in that video. I was like, dude, I thought I was saying weird stuff to people and be like, so if you say it in your head properly, but then it doesn't come out from your verbal expectations of like when you speak it, am I going nuts when I say that? So apparently, for him to say the same sentence of what I just said, I was like, okay, I'm not going nuts. So yeah, it's kind of funny. As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh wow, okay. So people were saying that I was going nuts by saying that. I was like, okay. Did you actually watch this video? Probably not. But yeah, so there's like so many things. There's so many other actors' names that I couldn't remember, unfortunately, but there's a lot more because there's 15 worth of them. But yeah, those are the 3 that I remembered instantly because they're very famous for lots of things. So, but yeah, it was kind of funny. I was like, the singer, a world-renowned singer and band leader, is literally the person that has ADHD. I was like, dude, I'm a singer myself, but I didn't think a band leader that's in the Hollywood industry to have that issues as well, type of thing as me. So yeah, there's that. But anyways, moving on. So this is what stuff I got actually for school, for the subject of school. This is actually what the new stuff I got. Design. Plus this. Okay. And then actually I got a food item that I gotta show you. It's kind of fun. It's fun and pretty. I like the box. I love okay, when it comes to food and there's fun looking boxes that are pretty, I will snatch it. I'm not kidding. If you're selling it or not selling it, I'll take it. I'm not kidding. I love shiny boxes. I don't know why, but I love shiny, pretty boxes. And every single time I see them, I'm like, I'm not kidding. I love these things. They're so fun. Because after you have something in there, you can use it for something else. So it's like beneficial that way. Have more storage. Anyway, so let's open this up actually because it's brand new. Brand new. Like, look at that with that shiny glowed. It's so shiny. That's like, I'm not kidding. This is why. Okay, some people when I was like, I love tin can teas as well. I go nuts over those too because sometimes they have like fancy writing or fancy detailing. I just love the feeling of that with my hands. Literally, I can go over it with my hands, and it feels fun. It's fun. It's like a fidget toy to me. Fidget toy, okay? Don't judge me, okay? It's literally a fudge. Okay, I can't even get this. I'm gonna open. Okay, there we go. I was like, I can't even. Oh, dude. Okay, you gotta look at the inside. It's even more cold. Dude, this is shiny. It's like reflecting. Look at this. It's reflecting the sunlight, or the not the sunlight, the light. Actually, the light. Light. The light is reflecting up to date. Okay. I gotta stop putting it. I put it down. I remember keep going with this. And but here is all the food in its glory. Look at this. Look at this. Isn't it really gold packaging? I love it. It's so cute. Okay, and then here we go. Here we go. Here's the shining glory. Right there. Look at that big thing. That's a moon cake. This is what it's called, a moon cake. I got moon cakes. I really love like different cultures' foods. Okay, I don't care if it's Chinese, Japanese, Korean food, Indian food. I don't really care what type of food it is. I will eat it because I love learning new cultures of what their food tastes like. Like I'm curious about those things. I'm always curious about that. I've always been curious about that. Like ever since I was little, I went to this Chinese place and I was like, I looked at the menu. I was like, wow, there's a lot of stuff I didn't even know that it had that we didn't have in our culture. So it's like, dude, I'm going to this place. I'm going to go see what they have in the thing and go eat it. So that's why when it comes to the buffet, I'm always there to try every single one of the items in the buffet. Literally, if you see if you see me at the buffet, you know where I'm at. Because if there's a buffet, I'm over there. If there's no buffet, I'll probably just randomly go to different places. But like, yeah, if there was one that has different culture of food, I'm there. I'm there. I got my fork, my knife, or spoon, my even straw if I have to. If they don't have the cardboard stuff, because some places do have the cardboard stuff, that I'm like, I'll just snatch I'll just hide a plastic straw in my purse so that I can actually use it. Oh, man, I love that stuff. I wonder if this is actually what it tastes like in those places that I just referenced to. Because I have no clue. I've never been to. I've never been to like Disneyland for that type of stuff, or Disney World, Universal Studios, any of those places. Actually, I've never been to any of those places for this, or let alone Harry Potter stuff. Because I love my Harry Potter stuff. Yes, I talked like the fucking actual character. Don't judge me. Okay, so not just that I got. I also got, okay, so I got something else. I got Zelda. I'm not kidding. I got Zelda. For once, I actually got Zelda for you guys, okay? You guys get sending me so many video dialogues to like get me to get that thing just to see what I can do with that type of thing. So I got it. You're welcome. No, I'm not referencing to the Moana thing. Don't think I'm referencing to that. I'm actually just saying that because you really told me to get it, and I did. I paid actually less amount compared to what it normally is. It was on sale for once. I waited 3 weeks before it was on sale, and then as soon as I saw it was on sale, I went to the store, instantly got it because originally it was at $70. Somebody traded in the Zelda game and it brought down the price a lot that I was like, dude, I'm buying this because it's less expensive. So I'm buying it. So I went and bought it because somebody like traded in, like, I'm not kidding, the brand new game, Zelda of Tears, not Breath of Wild, Zelda of Tears. Somebody traded that in for another game for some reason when it's brand new, like it just got released this year for some reason. I don't know what the heck that person was thinking of at the time, but thank you for doing that because I got it. I got your game, okay? And so yeah, I also didn't just get that though. I also finally got Animal Crossing. If you didn't know that, I finally got Animal Crossing because you guys kept sending me memes and videos so many times. I literally had to read, like, I had to scroll because you guys kept sending me them. I was like, okay, that's just making me just gonna go get them because if you guys get them that. But yeah, so I actually got Animal Crossing and I actually do like it. You guys were not okay, you guys were telling the true facts about that. You're like saying that it had really good quality for like visual stuff, I guess, or like sound quality, or like, I don't know, gigabytes or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but I remember I read the comment and it was like, huh, they were not actually wrong. They were actually right. So yeah, whoever said that, I was like, dude, I've been playing it for 2 months now for Animal Crossing. Yeah, that's how much you guys got me hooked on it, dude. Like, I don't know. But I also do play Fortnite because you guys were also mentioning that you can get it for free, and I didn't know you could. So I ended up searching it on my own, on my end. And yeah, so now I got that on my list. Yay. Thank you for that because I really didn't know how to fucking use it. I was like, did you have to buy the actual game itself or like go to EB Games or something like that and buy the disc itself or something like that? Because like the Xbox system I used to have an Xbox 360, the old, I'm not kidding, this Xbox 360, that's how freaking old it was. Okay, I had to switch it to the Switch handheld thing system because I got hacked twice. People were like thinking that they could meet me in person when they lived all the way in the United States and I lived in Canada. I was like, dude, these the truth. These people are not telling the truth, okay? These people were not telling the truth. But they're like, oh, let's meet you in Canada because you're in Canada. I'm like, okay, if you already told me that you're in the United States and you're trying to meet me in Canada, it's not like you're not actually coming. So I went to like the spot that they said to meet up at, my type pitch thing. And of course, I learned that when I was there was an actual vehicle parked outside of Tim Hortons store or place, but it was not the person that I was talking to on the Xbox at all. Not at all. They did not look like what they were telling me. Like, they were telling me how they looked of like the description of like typing wise, but when I looked at the person in the vehicle that was in the Tim Hortons parking lot, I was like, dude, that is not even him. That is not even the person that was about to meet me because they were curious about the book that I had about like legends. I had a book that was legends based on every legend, like werewolves, vampires, Nosferatu, all those type of things were all in one book that I found underneath a good deal of like, I don't know, $10 at Walmart, literally. So I found that and I read it like 15 times. I've already read that whole book like 15 times over and over again. That's how good it was. And so that's what I told him. That's what I told the person. I was like, dude, I read it like so many times. If you do want it, go ahead and take it. I've read it so many times that I probably don't need to read it again, type of thing. And so my intention of thinking that they were actually going to come here kind of backfired out of that situation that I saw. So I instantly blocked that person, reported them in like 2 seconds flat. Not kidding. After I witnessed that stuff of like the actual person not there and the random truck or random vehicle in the parking lot that's not even with a person in it, and they were about to leave. As soon as I was about to leave, I was like, yeah, this is not right. So I instantly blocked the person from ever talking to me again or even seeing me on the monitor anymore. And then, lo and behold, somehow the person that tried getting my book from me got their friend to try to meet up with me again, but with their friend on the console. And I was like, dude, this is this person's friend that I just blocked. And they're trying to get their friend to meet me again. And I'm like, yo, my gosh, you guys are dumb. Like, you guys are dumb. Like, I don't know why in the United States people are doing this, but like, they were doing it to me. I'm like, I literally was saying I blocked that person for a reason. I sent a whole dialogue on who that person really was to the other friend and be like, this is what I found out about the person you've been hanging around with in that game. So better watch out type of thing is what do I put it as. And next thing I know, that person reached out back, that friend person reached out back to me, and I was like, I'm gonna meet you in person because you are not saying the right thing. Dad is fake. The friend is this. The friend, like they were trying to say that the friend that they were hanging out with was good and a goody two shoes, and like they're actually nice and they're all this. Like they kept going on and on and on with a dumb list, and I was like, block you, report you, and bye bye. Like I literally did that because I was like, dude, I literally sent you the whole list for a reason. I wouldn't let send you the dumb thing for no reason. And they just randomly narrated off like, oh no, actually that person's eyes, blah blah blah. And I'm like, dude, I found real actual evidence that they aren't what they say they are actually. But okay, whatever. So I was like, I'm not going to help you if you're going to get the same dumb deal as me. So block them, reporting them, saying they don't know anything and they're being stupid. And they're like, they don't know that the person that they were hanging out with is an actual dangerous person. So I literally reported that. And yeah, after those 2 attempts, I was like, for Xbox 360, I was like, dude, I'm selling this dumb thing. I'm selling that dumb thing. I sold that equipment just to get rid of those idiots. Just to get rid of those idiots. Because I was like, there's no way I'm making them come here. I don't want them to hurt my family. I don't want them to hurt my pets. I don't want them to hurt any of my stupid system here. So I was like, you know what? I'm done with that stupid system. I'm done with that console. I'm done with everything of that stuff. Because if that's gonna keep going on and on and on every single time I sign into this stupid Fortnite, I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done with that system. So I went to a Switch because I thought I was able to be protected from that system and not get Richard again. Like I didn't want to get scammed again. I didn't want to get harassed again. I didn't want to get harassed again. Okay, is what I'm trying to say. Um, so I went with the Switch handheld one. And luckily, so far, I haven't got that to happen to me this time around since I got the Switch console, uh, handheld version of it. Okay, so the handheld light, just Switch Nintendo system. Since I got that thing, nobody has harassed me. Everybody's actually friendly on there and actually was like helping me out in the game and actually not actually saying, can we meet blah 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 thing. Like none of them were saying that stuff of saying let's meet in person or any of that stuff. They're like, hey, let's just do you want to play a game today? Or like they would like it's that type of thing. It's like usually a thing of like, are you on? Can you play? It's like that type of thing. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, dude, this is a whole nother level. How is this different compared to Xbox 360? Why is this not happening on the Xbox 360 yet it's happening here? And I get so much good feedback out of it or good people out of it. Like it's so weird. I even had like my sister graduated with someone that was playing games and they suggested me to play with him because he knows how to play Fortnite. And I was like, okay. So luckily, they helped me actually navigate the system on how to play Fortnite a lot better than I was playing before because I didn't know how to play it because I was beginner. And so they taught me a lot of tricks and hacks and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. So I like that. But yeah, so that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, so the only thing that's different and new, I guess, is that for university, if anybody didn't know this, they got gold spoons and forks and knives. And my bowls and my plates are gold and white and black, if anybody didn't know that. So I do like gold as much as I said about this box. I'm not kidding. I love my gold. That's why I got spoons and cutlery, everything like that, goldy white. Okay, and actually, this is the one thing I honestly wanted to show you guys. So these chips, I don't know if anybody has seen these before, but I don't even know what store carries them. But my cafeteria does, and it's pretty good. It says that it's made from double cheese, and it says real cheese, made with real cheese on the bag. So that got my attention as soon as I saw that, because it says made with real cheese right here. Double cheese right there. So it's pretty good. It tastes really good. Like it's very cheesy. I like it, but I don't know if it's that true stuff, like not the factual manufacturer thing of saying, oh, I don't know if it's fake stuff. I have no clue. No idea. But yeah, so it is kind of what I was doing about it. But yeah, I think I have more stuff that I got from Edmonton. Oh, okay, dude, okay. I don't know if anybody found, knows this, but I found Forrest Gump's literally entire system to dedicate to Baba's um bumble gum shrimp recipe that his mother had made for everyone else except for her. Like she never got to try it until Forrest Gump basically came back from the war and gave her the money to actually be able to actually for once eat her own recipe and not serve it to everyone. Like she kept serving it to people, like other people except for herself. Like she never tried it once, not once. She just kept making it for other people except for herself. That to me is kind of nuts, but I guess it got her a job, I guess. And it made people keep taking her, I guess, as a server. So, but it was like 19 somethings when, I guess, a lot of that culture wasn't, I guess, accepted in society during that time frame. Still, I guess. Uh, Then I saw a baseball cap that literally says, "I gotta find Baba." Literally, the reference to do when he's running through the forest trying to find Baba. Baba. Yeah, I'm referencing Baba. Yeah, so he's referencing to that and my baseball cap. I'm not hurting. He didn't get that one. I was gonna get that one, but I'm like, I'm trying to find the mom's one, the one that she kept saying to him every time, just to get him to listen to her. And it worked every time because he listened to her a lot. Um, so her thing was, "Life is like a box of chocolate." Was that one? I got a shirt that said the exact same phrase of what she said in the movie. I was like, I gotta see it because I gotta see it. I gotta see it. I love that quote thing. I love quotes, anything to do with like Tom Hanks movies. So as soon as I saw that there was a Huxley franchise in actually Edmonton's West Edmonton Mall, I was going to say Chinook Mall. I meant to say West Edmonton Mall because that was where I was in the conference. So when I got to do a break session of from the conference, me and my mom went go shopping actually. Because yeah, I was getting tired of being in conference, and I was like, I was needing a different environment. Like I was needing something because I was getting sleepier by the minute of those people talking. They were talking for hours, and I was like, "Okay, when are you done talking?" Because I kind of want to walk around, do something. Like I don't know, kind of just sit here. Like literally, I was sitting in that table on a chair for a whole 3 hours, waiting for those people to stop talking. Mm-hmm. Yeah, literally 3 hours. I was like, dude, this almost feels like school. Waiting for the professor to like stop talking. But really, that's what how much my professor talks is like 3 hours in my community development class. It is. It's kind of strange, but that's how much they want to talk about things, I guess. So yeah, so there's that, and then there's um, hmm. The other thing that I've found actually was a shrimp replica of like an actual shrimp. I have a stuffy version of it. And the actual restaurant beside the gift shop that Bubba's shrimp stuff you can actually get for food in West Edmonton Mall in Edmonton. I was like, dude, they know their stuff. They got a gift shop so you can buy the stuff from the actual movie. Then they also have the restaurant for you to actually try out the actual Bubba's flipping shrimp actual recipe from the movie. The exact one that his mother made him was supposed to make, and then he ended up dying on the battle front type of thing in the war. So yeah, for Tom Hanks' character to take on the legend and keep his dream going, yeah, apparently it did because it's still around to this day because it's in the Heston Mall and I just saw it literally 2 weekends ago, literally in October. So, so yeah, it's pretty funny. And I got to see that. Oh, and they even had ping pong paddle that he actually used with his logo of the same Bubble Shrimp Co company thing on it. And they even had I don't know, they had shirts, hats, hoodies. They had a whole rack of other stuff in there. Okay, now I'm talking like him. See, this is what happens. As soon as you go to that place, you're like, I'm like, I'm gonna talk like him now. I used to talk like him, like his. I used to do his voice all the time when I was little, because I watched his movie like 15 times, 15 times in a row. I'm not kidding, because it was when I had a VCR, and I still have my VCR. It still works actually. So the VCR actually has all the Disney movies, considering Forrest Gump is kind of classified as a Disney for Disney took it up for that one. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have on VCR. Is that Forrest Gump was on VCR, and the VCR still works because I have. It still has good sound quality. It still has video dialogue still, and it really says hi and bye when you turn off the power button, even though it's a big like rectangle, that thing. Like it still works. I have it actually still hooked up to the TV downstairs in my basement, so it really is still works. I really can just turn it on, watch all of my old Disney movies like Mary Poppins, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Like I'm not kidding, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is an old, very classic, I don't know, movie. Or Where the Red Fern Grows. It probably would have that on there. Or Fluke, the Golden Retriever Fluke movie I also have. Literally, that's how many old VCR movies I have. And it's in a big bucket. Like, I got a tote. I got 3 totes worth of Disney movies, all in VCR versions before the DVD player came out. Yeah, that's how old I am. Because I still had it when I was 5 years old. And it was like 2005. Nearly 2005 is when I had the VCR still. So it's already 2023. I don't know. You did the math. I was like, yeah, I'm not kidding. You guys can try to do the math and see how old I am. It is going to be fun to see actually who's going to type that in. But because I'm actually curious if people can figure out what the heck I am. Because some people tend to figure out that I'm younger than what I say I am sometimes because of my facial features, I guess, which I don't know. But I actually did a TikTok filter, and it actually says my age of my face is a baby face. So I had the baby face, apparently, according to the TikTok filter. I don't know if it's real or true, but it says that my age was 22. 22 for the filter of what it sold. But for my real age is, well, actually, I'm going to get linked to YouTube to the math because it just said 2005 for the VCR thing that I had up until this point. So, and on top of that, you know what's funny is that, I don't know, Ginny Ginny Bang Bang actually had a Cadillac, like the old one, where it was a convertible thing where you had like 2 sets of chairs in the back. So it was like one row and then the other row in the back and front type of thing. And then I had like the thing that would go over the thing in the car type of thing. Yes, I'm doing the whole that like what it does type of thing. But yeah, so that's what it does. But it also does like the melody of when they're singing the song during the countryside. And it's the family, like it's the two, like the son, the daughter, and the father, because there's no mother in the movie. It doesn't show a mother in the movie, apparently. So they only have the father. But they're in the country, so it's kind of interesting to have a old Cadillac like that be in the countryside, driving into town type of thing. And they would always sing their one Pacific song. It would be like, ooh, ee, ooh, ah, tang, tang, walla, bing, bing. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, tang, tang, walla, bing, bing. And that's literally, and it goes even probably more. I just can't remember the rest of the words. But I just remember that part, that one part of that song, because the car itself did also the thing. Like the actual car itself made the noises of like to the beat of the rhythm for the song when they were singing in the car. So it made it even more interesting for me to watch it because it was like the car is actually doing the same rhythm of what the people are singing. I was like, dude, is this car a robot or something? Like, how does this car know that they're singing a song right now? Like, how? It is so funny because it was an old 1930s Cadillac, the weirdly old original car, and it was doing the same rhythm, going thing. Literally doing the same thing. I was like, I kept laughing the entire time. I kept watching it, and I was like, how are they doing this? Just how? But yeah, it was pretty cool. So it made me keep watching more of the Disney movies because of the old vintage car. I was like, are there gonna be more Disney movies like this of like the cars making those interesting noises? Like I don't know. So that's why I got hooked into the Disney line of movies of being a fan of Disney because of that one thing of the thing. But yeah, it's going wrong. Anyways, wow, I've been going super long. I probably should could have stop this. But yeah, I'll see you on the other side. I think that's what they say. Or no, not the other side. Hold on. I know the buys. Hold on. Sayonara, Avidite, Bon Voyage, Avidite. I'm trying to remember the other one. Oh, French. Avidite, Sayonara, Bon Voyage, yeah. Dude, I can't remember the other one. I know it was something, but anyways, comment down below what the other buy is because I can't remember it. But I know most of them. Anyways, so if you liked the video and you want me to do more of these type of things, then comment down below. Or yeah, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. That is, if you want to watch more of my videos because I have tons of that stuff, and they're random stuff though too. It's all over the place. I have Roblox stuff. I have games that I play and then show you guys. So I have a lot of details going on. Okay. Then I have a bunch of other stuff that I just figured out to do that's new. And so I found out that I could do them, and they're brand new. So I found out that you can do podcast on YouTube, and I didn't know I could do that. So that was my new thing that I got to do in September. So it was pretty interesting to try that out because I'm not used to that. I'm used to you guys seeing my face. And the podcast, you can't even see my face. It's kind of strange. I was like, so how are the people know that you're talking if you don't see your face? It's called body language for a reason. At least that's how I grew up. I grew up watching body language since I was a little, of people's response from over the years of what I've witnessed myself enduring in those schools. Basically, I just know when people were being sinister, mean, type of one, okay, and being crazy, being odd, being sarcastic, for one. Yeah, I can tell who's being sarcastic because of it. Oh, I don't know, being rude, mean, obnoxious, all of that kind of stuff. Laughing, giggling, I don't even know what I'm doing now. And then, I don't know, just randomly based on emotions that goes to your expressions. Laughing, sad, mad, I don't know. So, that's what it's at. Anyways, bye!